Would you dance with me, oh lover of my soul? To the song of all songs. It was a special Saturday atmosphere as the wedding bells ring in sync with the love in the hearts of both bride and groom. Finally, a knight in shining armor had arrived. After waiting for long hours at the bus stop of Spinsters, a bus had just stopped. A luxurious bus he was, tall, rich, and handsome, the bus of our work. Why, she was like a love goddess. The way the white wedding gown adorned her already embroidered face. Sparks from her electric smile. Charges work to spill from his firm face but loose lips. Oh, that I had 1,000 tongues to tell you how much I love you were the words he whispered. As she walked down the highway, cousins and relatives' cars packed in traffic like drug trafficking. She was this white drug, covered in transparent veil. Everyone was staring at like police catch thief. She gets to the altar. She says, I do and him too. Two become one. Marriage is honorable in all, with the dead undefiled, and this union could prove it. So I want to make a toast. Cheers to every virgin in the house whose leg did them like overcooked spaghetti, but did not allow the water to spill from the boiling pots, to quench the fire on the altar for the love of their ones, for the love for their ones whose eyes are full of fire, but for the water of his word quenches every wrong desire. Just to those who fled at the face of lust, through very few fighting through his word to marry as virgins. Just to those who mocked by friends who failed the mock exam of purity. Maybe that's why they get an A in heartbreak, and their voices ring like clumsy secondary school break-up time bells with the news that all men are the same. No one at school wasn't any different. Going to school is not the proof of education. You can ask Bill Gates, even though you can get educated in school. Ask Ben Carson. Likewise, sex is not the proof of love. Ask the prostitute you meet on the street, even though every lovely marriage has sex following it. Please do not ask your parents this, and if you still do not believe, then why aren't prostitutes the most loved people in the world? Keep his thoughts like a bulletproof whenever he comes to you with the gun of his tongue from his arsenal of words, striking you with bullets of seduction with words like, hey baby, I know I'm a player, but you are my Champions League final. My Liverpool's slippery every time you strike me with your round eyes like Mohamed Salah does the football. You will never walk alone, and I can die for you. Tell him, too late. Someone already did, and this is love. Christ died for us while we were yet sinners. Keep this thought safe at the first bank of your minds, and be ready to withdraw whenever he charges you with lust. Pay him in full words and tell him, keep the change. Just to those waiting for God's time, I have good news for you. God's time is not the best time. It's the only time. Every other time is a waste of time. Timeless. I know, like me, there are people here who've thought about the wedding night. When family and friends are gone, and you're left to light the fires of love like fireflies does a dark night. But this is exactly where I have a problem. People who are married to Christ but still remain spiritual virgins. What are you keeping it for? Married women behave like reverend sisters without reverence for the presence of a high priest. I don't understand how we claim to be married to Christ, but when our ex and xvideos.com asks us out, we say we are single and searching. So they Google us, and when they're done exploring our website, we're caught in the internet of sin. And then we blame our spouse, Christ, for not being a protective firewall. When we forget when we had skin-to-skin penetration with iniquity, the blood of your innocence stained the bed sheet, and now you're guilty. So we run away and masturbate our ego's eye in pride, which goes before a fall. We never allow the Lord's hands to touch us, nor his words to penetrate us through. Why do we form holy for our husbands, the holiest of all? For man does not see as God sees. In no time we'll run around in circles looking for a life partner, when no matter how it goes to be for ring road, it will never leave you nor forsake you. But because you no see wedding ring, you can't run around the relationship track like Usain Bolt. Why do we friend zone God? Singing songs like, I am a friend of God. When he wants to be more intimate with us, it's like the wedding night we talked about. When your family and friends are gone and you're left with your spouse, the one you have given your life to, he then looks at you eye to eye, says, don't touch me. We're just friends. Friends, these words get to me every single time it is uttered. You think you have them until your life falters, and then there's no one left to pick you up from this scatter. Even the Lord Jesus had 12 of them, but only one stood at his cross. Let me announce to you, he was not just a friend, he was a lover. Friends are like your shadows. They leave you when the place is dark, but lovers, they stick with you, especially at the dark nights, because then they can see you more clearly than the Batman. Friend, do you betray me with a kiss? Jesus asked Judas Iscariot at the Garden of Gethsemane and asked you this wedding night. Do you betray him with the kiss of parading yourself like a godly Christian when you have no idea what it means to be married to Christ? Do we take care so much of the outward man that the inner man is left sick and impoverished, full of dead men's bones? So this is what we simply do. When the ceremony is done, we just take the Ancient of Days to our wardrobe for days like old clothes. No functional purpose, but we just keep him locked up in his matrimonial home. But as long as there's life, there's hope. So I implore you, come boldly this wedding night to his throne of grace and ask him to fill you with his passion and love. Make sure you consummate your wedding this night. As for me, since the night I met him, I couldn't keep my legs to myself, screaming the gospel from one door to another, now seducing especially sinners to grace. And if you don't live with anything, live with this, please. Spiritual virginity does not exist. It's either you're being raped by iniquity or you give yourself over to the King of eternity.